So here we are on Governor's Island in January. Governor's Island used to be a home of the Lenape Indians, then later on became a military naval base, then a Coast Guard base, and it's now been turned into a national park and has been deeded back to New York City, and it's a wonderful, wonderful park. So what you do is you take the subways, either the 1 or the R, down to the southern tip of Manhattan, and then you get the ferry from here to Governor's Island. And the ferry building is really cool. It used to be a ferry that went to, I believe, Sunset Park in Brooklyn. It's been made a national landmark. It was restored. Cipriani is going to be putting in a really cool hotel on the top 2 levels of the ferry building. And the view over and back is absolutely stunning. Some of the best views you'll ever see of the Statue of Liberty, of Lower Manhattan and Jersey City, going over to Brooklyn and the Verrazano Bridge. It's amazing. And if you walk up the hills in the Governor's Island, which is about 70 feet above sea level, you have some of the best views you'll ever see in all of New York City. So why are we here in January? Well, that's a really good question when it's 13 degrees out, and when you're on the water it feels like minus 13 degrees. But they have a winter village here that lasts till February 22nd, and with some amazing things that you can do. They put up a ice skating rink, there's sledding, there's fire pits, lots of different types of food, specifically hot chocolate, by the way, and hot soup. Those were my 2 favorites. So what else goes on Governor's Island? Why might you want to come here in a warmer month? Well, there's a ton of things going on. First of all, there's actually a high school here. New York City has lots of specialized high schools, like High School for the Performing Arts, the Bronx Science and Technology High School. Well, they have a maritime high school here that has everything to do with water, and if you're looking for a career in the maritime industry, it'd be a great high school to go to. There's lots of fun things to do. There's glamping, there's hammocks, there's the biggest slide in New York City. It's definitely worth a trip over, and the trip itself is a fun thing to do. They even have a herd of dogs that chase away the geese here. That's their dogly activities. I sort of love it. So honestly, unless you're an ice skater, I don't know that I'd recommend coming out in the freezing cold. But definitely, when the weather's nice, come to Governor's Island. It's worth the trip. The market's pretty much the same as it was last month. Not a lot of property inventory in the Hudson Valley. In fact, there's very little. And great time to sell up there. And the city inventory is decreasing, but there's still some really good options out there. And when looking at a specific price point in a specific neighborhood, you probably have 5, 6, 7, 8 places that you can look at, which is still good. What is selling exceptionally well in the city is luxury property. We did quite a few multi-million-dollar deals in January, and it's frankly one of our best luxury months ever. If I could help you with any of your real estate needs, let me know.